This segment brought to you by Sure Crop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
We're back. Now Duane and JC Schemper talk about U.S. Custom Harvesters, a group that represents cutting crews on a national level.
Duane Toews joining you once again here on AGam in Kansas, and a chance to catch up with the U.S. Custom Harvesters. JC Schemper joins us with the update here on AGam. And JC, tell us a little bit about U.S. Custom Harvesters and what they try to accomplish.
We come here just to represent our organization, and I guess we serve as a link between, farmers and custom harvesters, and we serve, kind of get that lined up between the two and government, and try to maybe even see if we can find some people here to help us on our crews this year.
We think about the custom harvesting industry, extremely important, particularly in the Central Plains, not nearly as much in the fall crop side, but wheat harvest time through northern Oklahoma, through central and northern Kansas, a pretty big important part of the agricultural industry.
That's true. My personal business starts, around Vernon, Texas, and we work our way all the way up to Montana. So a lot of the crews are up and down the road through there and through the wheat belt of the Central Plains. So yeah, it's a very important part of the way to get the harvesting done.
We think about U.S. Custom Harvesters, and you referenced some of the regulations and things. There are a lot of things that custom harvesters deal with. Explain a few of those and what it means to work with the federal government on some of that.
Well, one thing we got accomplished in the last year is the 81.5 feet of just trailer length, so you can go on ahead and haul that combine with the header behind it legally. And we got that solved in every state through the Midwest here. So right now we're working on 1,000 gallons of fuel, being able to haul that tank without having to have a CDL driver with a hazmat endorsement with placards on that tank. We got that accomplished federally. We're trying to get that done stately. So Kansas has already adopted it. Nebraska's hearing with the 28th. I didn't hear how that went. They should have got that done. Texas is probably got theirs done by now. So we're getting that done in every state so we can all be able to haul our 1,000-gallon fuel tanks legally.
We think about those things kind of on the production side of the business, the labor side as well. A number of custom crews that utilize labor from outside the U.S.
That's correct. H-2A program has been a big program for the custom harvesters, and we're thinking the Trump administration will keep on board with what we've had, and there won't be too many changes. So I'm going to say 80 to 90% of the crews out here on the road are hiring H-2A. So it's very vital to our livelihood to get labor in here. So it's something that's on the back of our minds at all times.
We think about that H-2A program. There are some very strict guidelines. It's not like you bring those individuals in and mistreat them and just milk them for labor. The government has specific requirements to make sure that those individuals are treated fairly as well.
That's correct. The H-2A program, it's not a cheap program by any means. It's an easier way to find labor, but it's a lot more to it with rules and regulations. I personally hire all American people because there's enough farm kids out here, I think, that would still want to do this, and I can still able to find those in different ways. But the H-2A program is not because we don't pay enough or not good to our employees. It's just an easier way to get employees.
Our thanks to JC Schemper joining us on AGam in Kansas, talking about U.S. Custom Harvesters and how they work with custom cutting crews to represent them on a national basis. Jamie, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Duane. Come back after the break and see how one producer judges the ideal calf size.
This is Eric Stonestreet, and as many of you know, I love my home state of Kansas. In March, Kansas ranchers lost homes, equipment, and thousands of cattle from the largest wildfires in the state's history. Imagine losing all you have in a fire. Not just your house, but your livelihood. Ranchers are beginning to rebuild, but it will take years and tens of millions of dollars to build back herds, fences, and other infrastructure. Today, I'm asking you to help. Donate what you can and show your support to the ranchers of Kansas. Simply go to kansasfires.com. Your donation is tax deductible and will go to those who need it the most.